At the beginning of 2018, the Theewaterskloof Dam was all but dried up. Desperate attempts were made to reach what little water remained. With day zero looming, stringent water restrictions were in place, with fears that Cape Town could become the first major city in the world to run out of water. But residents played their part, and consumption was reduced by more than half in a few short years. 2 years later, rainfall has been good and close to the long-term average. Dams are nearing full capacity for the first time in more than 6 years. Theewaterskloof has been completely transformed and sits at 92%. It's the largest of the 6 dams that make up the water storage system in the Western Cape. There is, however, caution.
You cannot just use water excessively. We want you to continue saving water. The message that we've been preaching in the previous years is still relevant today. We want communities to make sure that they use water sparingly. They save and conserve and conserve and conserve. That's the message that we want to give to the public out there.
While most dams in the province are looking good, parts of the Central and Little Karoo are still bone dry. It's hoped summer rain will bring change. The department says desalination plants are part of the bigger picture in broadening the scope of water supply.
When we looked at the costing of the National Water and Sanitation Master Plan, it included those kind of things. The issue is that it will not be at the same level as we have a reliance on surface water at the moment. But with time, new technologies will come in, and the idea is to move South Africa to less and less reliance on surface water. That is why the issue of groundwater comes in, desalination comes in, wastewater reclamation, that's another issue. We know that up to now, we are able to treat the water up to at least industrial use. Whether we can be able to take it to potable use level is something that we will continue to look at.
The City of Cape Town says groundwater extraction, water reuse and permanent desalination, all at different stages of planning and implementation, is part of the long-term water security plan. The improved water situation could bring relief.
This will, of course, prompt serious consideration that the current Level 1 water restrictions be further eased following the end of the rainy season, which is at the end of October. However, residents should please keep in mind that the impact of climate change in subsequent years is still uncertain, and that this will also be factored into the eventual decision around restrictions. It is also important to point out that ongoing low levels of consumption by residents has also aided dam level recovery.
While there is reason to be optimistic, South Africa is a water-scarce country and the future remains uncertain. Mariska Botha, SABC News, Cape Town.